Welcome back to another Foeontheflicks. I'm going to be reviewing the TerminalList series with Chris Pratt, starring Chris Pratt, directed by Chris Pratt. Um, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 64%. IMDb gives it an 8.1. 87% of Google users liked this show, including me. I liked it. James Reese returns home after his entire platoon of Navy SEALs is ambushed, only to discover new dark forces working against him and endangering the ones he loves. Okay, so I just finished this one, Terminal List, and it's a pretty good show. Overall, really enjoyed it, and I was able to binge 7 episodes in one day, and I finished up with the 8th final episode this morning. The show has pretty good pacing to it. Though the story isn't as original as it attempts to be, it's still got a kind of new take on the whole SEALs and PTSD is a big role in the show. Chris Pratt's playing James Reese, who has some underlying health stuff that's kind of not clear to the audience, so I'm not going to give too much on that, but the cast is great. Great group of actors. One of my favorites is Taylor Kitsch. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's spelled Kitsch or something like that. He plays Ben in the show, and he's a real good actor. If you've seen him before in Battleship and a lot of other movies, he's done a lot of stuff, but his most recent show that I really liked him in is called The Defeated on Netflix, which is an awesome World War II era thriller series. And this is titled an action series, The Terminal List is, but it had some thriller qualities to it. And the show had some good drama, decent action, at times was a bit over the top. The scenes where Chris Pratt as James Reese, he's like a badass SEAL, kind of like a Jack Reacher type of guy, but with way less muscles, but all the same tactical knowledge and strategic warfare skill. But compared to Jack Reacher, I'd say I probably prefer Jack Reacher with a solid like 85%. And the Terminal List, I'm going to give it a 70%. I'm super surprised. I'm not sure if Rotten Tomatoes recently updated theirs to 64, because like I think yesterday or the day before when I checked it was like 32%, which was just seemed criminal. It's like I guess they have it out for Chris Pratt because there's really nothing that stands out as bad in the show. Some stuff was a bit over the top, but still, it's a solid show. It's well paced. They flesh out everything to a satisfying degree for the audience. And but yeah, it makes a lot more sense that they went with 64% because IMDb gave it an 8.1 and 84% of Google users like this show. So 70 on the faux scale I think is fair. And basically, without giving away spoilers, a platoon, Chris Pratt's platoon, all gets killed on this mission that goes sideways, but they believe to have had good intel on this guy Khashoggi, I think his name is. Maybe I'm mixing it up with someone else. It's some Iraq terrorist group chemist that they're trying to go after. They've been hunting for years, excuse me. And yeah, things just go completely haywire. And then come to find out, he suffered a concussion, and he was one of the only survivors of his whole platoon, 12 bodies sent home in caskets. So he's pretty messed up by that. And then the one guy who did survive with him killed himself. And that just didn't seem right to James Reese, because he had just seen him the day before and he seemed fine. He said, "One day at a time, brother," or "one foot in front of the other," or something like that, along those lines. And yeah, he just starts smelling fishiness in the air. And it's super good for the audience because it really has you guessing, like, is he really like onto a conspiracy here, or is he just losing his mind because of his health issues? And it's like they toe the line beautifully on that aspect. And I won't spoil it, but definitely recommend it for y'all who haven't seen it yet. Brand new Amazon Prime. I think it's been out like a week. It's a binge-worthy show. You can definitely get it done in a day or two if you're like me and that's all you do. But if you want to watch like one episode a night with your significant other, that'll work too. And you can be done in about 8 days doing that. So definitely worth adding to the list of TBW, to be watched. And yeah, that's my wrap up of The Terminalist review, starring Chris Pratt, executively produced by Chris Pratt. Other worthy names in the cast are Taylor Kitsch, as I spoke to earlier, plays Ben Edwards. Constance Wu, she plays Katie Burnick, reporter. J.D. Pardo plays Tony Liddell, FBI lead agent. Riley Keough plays Lauren Reese, Chris's wife, or James Reese's wife. Oh shit, Patrick Schwarzenegger's in that. I didn't even know that. That's old Arnold's son. He plays Donnie Mitchell. One of he's in James Reese's platoon. Then we had Jai Courtney. He was a interesting cast member. I noticed he plays Stephen Horn, this multi-million-dollar mogul billionaire badass pussy. But yeah, he did good. I was trying to pick out his Australian accent. Yeah, mate. But he did pretty good with the American accent. So, good job, Jai Courtney. I heard you were a straight puss on Suicide Squad and they hated you, but you live and you learn and you go on. You can't hold him accountable for one movie. So he definitely redeemed himself. Had a good role in this show. Played a good bad kind of guy. Then let's see, we had Christina Vidal, Nick Chinlund, Matthew Rauch, Drew Starkey, Alexis Louder, LaMonica Garrett. That's a man, by the way, LaMonica. Never heard that for a man's name. LaMonica. It's a new one. Jared Shaw, Sean Gunn, who has the most unathletic body I've ever seen in any cinema, whether it be movie or TV. It is just disgusting to look at this man naked. Spoiler. Then we had Tyner Rushing as Liz Riley, and Jeanne Triplehorn as Lorraine Hartley, and Arlo Mertz as Lucy Reese, his daughter, who, just like his wife, are tragically murdered. And that's all the spoilers I'll give. I'm going to wrap it up there with 70% on the Foe scale. Definitely recommend this show. It's a good one. So check it out. And if you already have, let me know your thoughts in comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoy these reviews. And we've been taking a break. I was doing a review every damn day. And I still could because there's so many shows I haven't done yet that I've watched and fully remember. But we're taking it slow because we hit a peak on this channel. We got 86 subscribers and then we just kind of flattened out. So to the 4 or 5 people still viewing, thank you. And I'll keep